So, good afternoon. This is Kurt Viray. Transformative governance has recently been used as an analytical framework to study many disciplines related to human geography, including the social, ecological systems, to climate risk, adaptation, and to agriculture and so on. Resilient urban water system and urban generation system, sustainability, the green economy, and the circular economy. So here's the governance approach, the transformative governance approaches, where you can see the integrative, inclusive, adaptive, and pluralist, where the benefits of this will be holistic problem solving, empowered stakeholders, adaptive and resilient systems with better policy outcomes, and enhance the transparency and trust. An open governance approaches encourage information sharing, which is reduces corruption and builds public trust. As you can see to this chart, starts with small circle at the center to become medium and got almost whole with the lines in the indirect drivers. So you can see the rules, the rule making systems, and the what is this meter networking. Then next, okay, this is the governance approach: integrative, inclusive, adaptive, and pluralist. So this is the manner of operationalization in transformative governance. In integrative, here's three manner of operationalization. Includes governance mixes, focus on indirect drivers, requires coordination, ensure local solution, also have sustainable impacts elsewhere across like scales, places, issues, and sectors. And number two, inclusive, addresses power asymmetries and empowers the underrepresented rights, knowledge, and stakeholders. Recognizes new and innovative rights. Emancipates those representing transformative sustainability values. And adaptive, where you can adapt and stimulates dialogue, learning, and reflection that reflects complexity. And pluralist reflects diverse values and perspective and knowledge system, and adapts collaborative knowledge production systems. And last, the builds capacity for transformative governance. These indirect drivers can be demographic, human population, examples like human population dynamics, and social, cultural, like consumption and patterns, and economic, like trade or barter, and technological or relating to institutions, governance, conflicts, and epidemics are underpinned by societal values and behaviors. It is argued that only when these four governance approaches are implemented in conjunction, operationalized in a specific manner, and focus on addressing the indirect drivers underlying sustainability issues, governance becomes transformative. And this is the examples and applications for the governance and environmental governance and public sector reform and corporate responsibilities. What is the challenges in environmental governance? Fragmented institutions, weak enforcement, and limited resources, and also conflicting interests to the global local gap. And how to transform it? Make a stronger regulatory frameworks and participatory governance, use of more on technology and data analytics, or science and data analytics, integration of climate and biodiversity. And why it's transformative? Because it's reshaped how decisions are made from top-down government to model the inclusive multi-level governance that redefines development around sustainability. And the public sector reform, the challenges, here's the challenges here. The second example is bureaucratic and inefficiency, rigid structures, capacity gaps, and the accountability issues, especially in their part, and how to transform it, and digital governance, decentralization, results-based management, open government initiatives. And why it's transformative? Because it redefines the role of the state from being a controller to being a facilitator of inclusive development, co-creating solutions with citizens and private actors. And last example, corporate responsibility. Greenwashing is one of the challenges here. The corporate responsibility, profit versus planet tension, and global supply chain risk, and unequal accountability. And how to transform it, shift to ESG framework or environmental, social, and governance, sustainability reporting and disclosures, and circular economy models and impact investing. Why it's transformative? Because it changes the purpose of the firm from maximizing shareholder value alone to creating shared value for the society, the environment, and the future generation. And you can see there's other challenges: the climate policy, energy transition, social justice, and urban governance and food systems. You can see what is the challenges in transformation here and why it's transformative. You can read it. From rising sea level of climate policy and energy transition of fossil fuel deficiency, social justice that post-apartheid healing and justice, and urban governance, crime inequality and urban exclusion, and food systems, unsustainable urban food system. And when it's transformative governance needed, when business as usual approaches fail, and crisis exposes systematic weaknesses like COVID-19, climate disaster, and innovation is required to express multi-sectoral long-term problems. And there's a need to challenge the status quo and redistribute the power and the resources. As you can see, there's a 5 round sample: the understanding business and organization, the changes in the policies, mandates, and their vision and mission, like that, and changes in business model, products, and services, and misaligned solutions. So, and the delivery delays. So, transformation of governance ensures early alignment between business, finance, and delivery leaders, creating a strong tie between a value case and transformation execution. It operates a target state outcome model where business looks at where it needs to be invest for new outcomes versus what has worked historically. It drives rather than tracking with the right governance and execution. And transformation governance brings impacted stakeholders on the journey so that a well executed transformation delivers the desired business outcomes. It is a critical link between the executive vision and the organization's work. Any organization transforming will have a pipeline of improvements subdivided into actions, owners, and dollars at stakes. What does it take to transform the organization and governance? As you can see, there's a man with the title of Enterprise Transformation. From being a human, just became a cyborg. Change measurement and change go-to-market and change technology, change process, change people, and change mindset. Where the mindset, everyone needs to adopt another customer-centric mindset, and the people, right people, with the appropriate skills to help move the organization forward. That applies to enhance more about more on technical skills like adapting the digital and cloud and development operations, as well as leadership and communication skills. And the process, agile, lean, or DevOps initiatives to help accelerate the transformation and improves cross-functional processes. The technology leading to edge to drive future growth, governing digital transformation and emerging technologies. And the measurement, KPI, checkpoints, guardrails, etc. And go to market, new age, digital selling, and marketing. And transformative governance is essential in addressing wicked problems that cannot be solved with business as usual approaches. It requires a new ways of thinking, governing, and collaborating with a strong focus on justice, adaptability, and system change. It's a vital concept for modern governance aiming to create resilient and equitable system that can be effectively respond to the complexities of today's world. By prioritizing ethical leadership and stakeholder engagement, it seeks to build trust and foster sustainable development across various sectors. This approach not only addresses immediate challenges but also lays the groundwork for long-term societal transformation. And here's the MMPA Batch 8, Section 2. Thank you.